welcome back to the Sweet Science of Fighting Underground. Today we have Dante and Diego. This should be pretty good. So we'll get started. If you haven't yet, click the link in the description where you can get access to all the strength and conditioning programs. And you can also submit your own footage to be broken down. So we'll get started here. I think it should move pretty quickly. So I'll try to keep up best I can. Both these guys, very active, so be curious to see if there's any wrestling or what goes on here. So, all right, so it looks like they're going to stamp. Nope, never mind. So we already got a guard. And looks like reverse De La Riva is going to be the choice of guard here. Reverse De La Riva, back to De La Riva. And right off the bat, Dante, is controlling the feet. Whenever somebody's playing reverse De La Rivas and De La Rivas, or any guard in general, open guard like this, controlling the feet is critical. Denying connection with the feet as much as possible. So look at the false reap there for Dante. Looked like he was going into a bit of a false reap position. All right, so now he has a De La Riva hook there. Just no control of the leg. He has the control on the outside here, actually. So suppose this is more of a reverse De La Riva, but falling on his side. On his left side instead of his right. Dante kind of sits to his butt here just to kind of prevent any kind of like that inversion back take, lacing the legs type of position. And going back to controlling the feet. So we'll see how long these guys stay in this pattern. There's a 2-on-1 there. Maybe possibly going for some upper body attacks, maybe looking for a closed guard. We're back to reverse De La Riva. Falling to his left. Again, Dante sits to his butt here. Is looking to strip the grip here, going to a direct, going directly to the grip to address it. The grip meaning the grip that's Diego had on his foot there, the De La Riva grip. Again, he goes back into the position here, looking for a possible knee ride. Now it's for a double under for a second, double under pass, and Diego goes back to De La Riva position. You notice that Dante keeps his knees pinched here. This is so, in particular, you can do some produce some passing here, but it also denies any kind of extension on the outside leg from the De La Riva positions. If Dante were to have a wider base here, meaning squared up wider base, not this back step position that he has now, but more of a squared up position. See when he squares up, he pinches his knees here. This just kind of denies Diego to get him extended out and get a hook with his free leg. So this is generally a good strategy, along with controlling the feet. These guys are very familiar with these positions from top and bottom, so we're just kind of looking for someone to not even really make a mistake. You could call it a mistake, I suppose, but maybe just timing, just be off by timing just a little bit. So this is a false reap position, and going for a toe hold, looking like a crowbar for a second, and Diego kicks that out. He switches to the other leg. He's probably going to end up in some sort of double outside ashi position here. Okay, he goes to the backside. Dante sits, and he's in a double outside ashi. Dante's freeing his knee line. And let's see if he can actually free his knee line here. He frees the knee line. He keeps the leg. Dante stands up to get back on top. So because he underhooked the leg, he's able to somewhat beat that scramble of who would be on top. Not even sure Diego wanted to be on top there. Really made an effort to, but even if he did, Dante had the foot on his shoulder. So it's a high probability he would have won that exchange as far as who gets on top. So we're going into a bit of a lasso guard here from a no-gi lasso guard for a second, which actually, it does work. I've seen it work before. Again, De La Riva position here. You can see Dante keeps his hand. Try to push that knee through, try to step over for a knee ride, and immediately Diego counters that by throwing the top leg over. I always say the top leg and the top arm here, this top arm, top leg, are always going to be the reset position. So the best way for someone to reset their guard. When you're passing, you really have to the goal is technically to get past that top leg and that top arm, the framing and the reset leg. So now we're going to a scoop here. So he's in a De La Riva, but this is more of a mantis guard type position. So the mantis guard I was about to say is good for it's a bit of an inversion there. And he shoots to try to get to a full guard, but Dante was ready for that, went back to a double under. Now he's going to try to double under and try to pass and turn that corner. And let's see if Diego's going to probably frame out on his armpit here. There's that frame just to get a little bit of space. He frames on the hip, and he got his guard back. So we're back into the same game here. This is probably going to get pretty, we're going to see the patterns here get a bit repetitive. Not that that's bad. I think it's, these are both great strategies. Again, pinching the knees here. Yep. There goes that false reap position. Nope, he switched back to a De La Riva. It's a reverse De La Riva falling to the outside. Now he has a reverse De La Riva falling to the inside. Going to reset them to the middle. All right, so we're probably going to see the same entry here. Dante's going to step in with the first leg. There we go. And it gives the reverse De La Riva position. So a lot of this is just kind of getting timing down because they're both countering each other pretty well. And they favor blue, which is interesting. I guess, I don't know about that. I'm curious as to why they would favor blue in this particular case. I mean, Diego's been very active, but maybe there was some leg lock attempt there. There were some leg lock attempts at the end there, so that's probably why they gave it to him. So I suppose that makes sense. So controlling the feet here. All right, pinching the knees, trying to cut an angle here. Again, Diego inverts, looking for a leg. Now Diego got the leg, and now he got back on top. So this is technically a sweep. So now he's on top. Dante's controlling this inside position there with his top arm. Looks like this right arm is trying to scoop. Actually has a grip on the foot here. You see that on the foot. Keeping the inside position with his left arm, so he's denying chest-to-chest connection. And he's trying to get, Diego's just trying to get past this to get some kind of upper body connection so that he can begin to free that leg from that knee shield. Doesn't happen. They reset. Goes a scoop under. Dante inverts, and Diego went to a leg lock. So now going to a belly down ankle lock there, but now he's rotating. There. So Dante scrambled out and got back on top. That's a reverse De La Riva, trying to get almost like a little dummy sweep on there for a second. It's more of like on the knee. You can bridge up on the knee, and you can buckle the knee there without actually having to get the other leg. I don't know if any of that made sense, but if you're a De La Riva player, you'll probably know what I'm talking about. All right, so De La Riva position again. Yep. Dante's, again, controlling the foot there, the De La Riva leg. He's trying to push that. He's looking to push this knee between his legs so that he can kind of step over. If he can do that, then he can start to produce a pass. But now the top leg is thread over. Again, this is the problem leg. The problem leg and the problem arm to get past here. Again, a lasso guard here. A bit of a lasso, a nogi lasso guard. And he can pull this off because he has a 2-on-1 here. He has 2-on-1. He's turning the top leg over. And Dante rips the arm out. And we'll reset again back to the same position. Back to De La Riva. Dante's really just trying to get that leg out of the way. There we go. He's looking to scoop under, trying to get a toe hold on that leg. Now he's just trying to fight to get that inside position. Try to scoop both the legs up now. De La Riva position. Oh, looking to switch to a leg lock. There we go. He does have a heel hook. Oh, nice. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. Let's see what happens here. Okay, because that was pretty tight. So I'm gonna kind of pause a little bit so that we can kind of break this down. All right, so we have a De La Riva position. He switches. Okay, so he throws the leg over, scooping the leg, so he gets inside position here for the Ashi Garami position. But then now it is a double outside Ashi position, but Dante turns to the inside and right as he turns, his foot comes off the floor here, and Diego's able to scoop the heel. You'll notice the knee line. He doesn't have his knee line is really deep here, so that's right there. So right here, you see that he used his arm here to kind of frame down on this knee to push it down below his knee, but you can see clearly his knee's right here. He doesn't have the knee line, and the toes are in the armpit. The heel is being scooped here, and technique here, you can see that Diego's bridging on his head so that he can keep a pinch here around the leg that he wants, and retracting his heels here. So this makes it really, really tight. It's basically a vacuum. He's vacuuming out all the space, and now he's able to just follow the leg. And then as he spins, it's already super tight. As soon as you make that spin, when the person lands, you're kind of landing in a heel hook, and this is very, very strong. So it's a double outside ashi heel hook, and he's using a butterfly grip here. So not a gable grip or anything like that. He's using an heel assisted butterfly grip, which is the strongest grip in my opinion to use on double outside ashi. But he's using a butterfly grip, so this grip is actually very strong, and so and he brings that up, and right here we can see you see the knees, his knee line here, leg retracted, got a butterfly grip around the heel, and it just takes extension. As he starts to extend his body away, there's no more rotating here. If Dante were to rotate here again, he could risk possible injury. So that was great. That was very impressive. Very, very impressive. Again, it's interesting because things like this, like both these guys understand what's happening. Both these guys, Dante knows what a double outside ashi is and what a heel hook, butterfly, all these things. He knows what all these things are. He knows he needs to be careful about getting caught into those type of things. So he's very hyper aware. But a lot of times at this level, it just comes down to, timing, setup, just an inch or two and a few inches, and Dante could have got his knee line out, and so he could have still been going. So really good. We're gonna do a little replay for us here. He's scooped under the leg. Boom. There it is. Oof. Yeah. The knee line. Too much knee. And it's almost like Dante tried to push, but his hand kind of slipped off that leg to push. The leg that he was trying to push down to free the knee kind of slipped off, and that little fraction of a second, you can see. Let's just take a look real quick. Watch his hand kind of slip here. I'm not saying that he would have got out, but I'm saying that if you watch, this is how much of just a fraction of a second here. We'll see the other side. Right here, watch his hand. Look, see how his hand, you see this hand kind of slipped off there? That could have cost him it right there. I don't know. But, it definitely would have helped if that hand was actually framing on there. So, anyways, good match. Very impressive, with both guys. Yeah, we'll do another breakdown. But this one was pretty quick and a really good match. So, all right, thanks.